What do you want for the people who live, the local people here in Tortuguero?
I think that it's good to be able to realize yourself and to realize your potential, and to lead a fulfilling, satisfying life. And it's different for everybody. So, for Eddie Brown, the fulfillment was that he was able to go into his own business and do what he loves. And for me, I get world-class fishing. And also, Eddie has developed his own clientele. So we pay Eddie for fishing, and he buys rooms from us, and it about nets out. For somebody else, having to be in their own business would be hell. So they might be very, very good to be a guide and a boatman, and they will find that very, very fulfilling. So I mean, what everybody wants in, they're of this context, and for most of them as a realistic thing, it doesn't make sense for them to leave this context. It's not available to them. In many cases, they would not be happy. Several of the boatmen here could make a lot more money if they were just willing to make the break and leave here and learn other areas and be guides in other areas. They have the English, they have the eyes, they understand the basic biology. And if, as a guide that can work in all the areas, the pay scales are a whole lot different, they'd be very unhappy. One guy, Luis's father, did that. And so he lives not very far from me, and he guides all over the country. But he was one guy who wanted to do that. Eddie's the same way. I mean, Eddie lives in. Eddie was born and raised in this area. He grew up taking care of himself since he was 12, 13 years old, pulling 300-pound sharks in off the beach. He says his hands would be all bloody just pulling them in on polypro line, floating out pieces of chicken and fish and meat on a riptide with a gallon jug, and bringing in sharks to make a living, paddling all the way up into Nicaragua looking for women. But he ended up married to a Spanish woman with a bunch of really great kids, living in San Jose and flying in and out of here and running his boats. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're for him.
So you wish for these people what everybody has.
Yeah. What you wish for, for anybody. There are few people, local people here, that I wish bad things for them. I want them to be punished.
Yes. Okay.
To be honest.